My name is Justin Orders. I'm owner of Queen's Orders Honey, where we keep bees for you, among other things. I'll get into a lot of the things we do, but the main thing, of course, is something that actually Brian is a buyer of my services, where I allow people to have bees, their very own hive, in their very own backyard. The advantages having of aesthetic value, pollination. Of course, he gets the honey. He's knowing that he's giving back to the environment by having bees. Bees are struggling at this moment. I'm not sure if you're aware of bees dying at alarming rates, have been for some decades now due to a variety of factors. Some climate change, some pesticides, some introduction of invasive pests. But that's what brought me along on this journey, was the idea that I could save bees by having bees. I started with one hive in 2018. That grew to 2 the following year, so on and so forth. It's basically doubled to where now I have around 40-50 hives of my very own. Some of those are clients like Brian, but most of those are myself. So I'm very much giving back to the environment, to the ecosystem, by having bees, by allowing them to pollinate and be part of this ecosystem. But again, I know it's not just about me and me having bees. I want to spread essentially the wealth of the bees that I have to other people and allow them to experience the things that I fell in love with bees, which is just experiencing the magical, just wonderful world of bees. They can be scary, of course, they can sting you, but it's just so fascinating getting your hands in a hive and understanding how they're working, what all they're doing, how they're never not working. Is just truly fascinating. And I will probably not be able to touch on that very much, but I'll touch on what all I do here in this presentation. So my Hive Host program, that is what I'm talking about with this keeping bees for you premise. It's essentially a hive rental service where you're paying a monthly fee for the hive, flat rate, $140 a month. And then everything else is taken for you. You don't have to lift a finger unless you want to. Most people don't, understandably. But some people do like to come out and watch people get their suit, get their veil and jacket, make sure that they're at a safe distance and kind of get to see what I'm doing, because that's part of the fun. And the honey, all that the bees produce in a single year. Most hives generally get anywhere from about 20 to 50 pounds in a year of honey, which I then extract all myself, bottle it, put a label on it if you want it. That all comes back to you. You can do whatever you want with it. You can sell it, give it to friends, consume it yourself. Some people are just absolutely honey fiends, and they just absolutely love it. 3 minutes. And yeah, this is all just combined in a single hive. I come and install it in your yard. Put it on a stand, make sure it's at a good location where it's getting plenty of sun, not too much shade, not too windy, not on an elevation, not near anywhere that's high traffic where a lot of people are at. And if bees abscond, they've swarmed, they die off for some reason, that does happen, they will be replaced, no extra charge. I come by to the hive on average about twice a month. It's pretty heavy in the spring, and then it tapers off because that's usually when they're most active. That's the heaviest time of year for foraging. And then by this time of year, I'm there maybe like once a month. But all the while, you can still experience. Brian even has a camera, a trail camera, some regular camera. He can actually see me inspect the hive as I'm out there. So he's still experiencing, of course, at a much safer distance. And I'm just taking care of him. I'm actually explaining him too. Hey, this is what happened in your hive today. This is what I saw. I saw the queen. I didn't see the queen. They're making a new queen. I get to relay that to you in my reports and my reviews when I'm doing inspections, to show that you're, again, part of the experience. I want you to feel like this is your hive. This is something that you've added to your yard, and it is now part of all the ecosystem around you, because they can travel up to 2 miles for food. So they're all over your neighborhood now, for better or for worse, mostly for better, of course. But now it's also part of your yard, and I want you to feel like that is something that you're having. And again, yes, of course, you're encouraged to be a part of this, because I don't just want it to be about me taking care of your hive. All that's required is usually about a 4x4 area, low traffic, obviously, not where the kids are playing. Level ground, not on a super steep high slope. It's $140 a month. That's flat. It doesn't change. $200 installation fee. I'm actually for new clients for 2024. That is waived, so no installation fee. It's completely free. Henceforth, it will be back, but for now, that's my deal until next year. And yeah, again, you'll get all the honey. It usually starts, the honey flow ends end of June, harvest early July, maybe a little bit later, depending on the season or all the wind, Mother Nature. But yeah, each hive can yield maybe up to 50 pounds of honey. You can do all what you want. You can even sell that at $10–15 a pound. There's $500 you've actually made back some of the money you've spent on the service. And you can even get wax from the hive. They don't make a whole lot of wax. It's something that usually accrues over time, but bees also produce wax, and you can make that into candle soaps, whatever you want. I also do a new beekeeper training program. There's Kim, one of my new beekeepers in training. It's where essentially it's the same thing as a hive host. However, I'm training you, showing you step by step what I'm doing to take care of the hive, just so that you're experiencing this. And if you want to take care of the hive yourself, there's that opportunity. If you don't want me to take care of it, you want to do more of it, that's there too. And I want to grow my business, but first and foremost, again, I want people to understand just how important bees are. That's why I got into this thing. If you leave here and you're saying, I don't want bees in my backyard, but just so that you're giving a little bit more respect to bees, that's what I want to do. So I'm doing education, I'm doing presentations at schools, so on and so forth, just so I can get the word out that bees are important. And they're great, they're awesome, they're fascinating. I want people to know that when they have this service, your yard is going to explode in the fruit, in the trees, and whatever, because now you have thousands of bees pollinating it every single day. And that wasn't, for whatever reason, was not there before. It will be there now. And yeah, I just want people to understand that they are at risk. People need to do something. Again, if it's not this spring, less pesticide, whatever it may be, we need to be able to help them out whatever we can. If that's just buying honey from a beekeeper, if that's buying the service, whatever it may be, they need help, we can help. And there's my contacts, queensordershoney.com, Facebook, Instagram, I'm on TikTok too, but I don't do a whole lot with that, unfortunately. Even, of course. That's it.